Hi guys. Here's what you're doing for today. Okay, you have this chart here. It's Federalists and Anti-Federalists. I hope you just watched the video that kind of explained the difference, and we also read about it on Friday. So here's what you have to do. Up at the top is the answer bank. Okay, each one of these bullets is a separate answer. Okay, you need to sort through these bullets and put them in the right side of the chart. If you have if you write a little large and you don't think you can fit everything here, fit as much as you can here, and then the second page I just made a bigger chart so that you can continue on writing your ideas here, your answers here. So you should have more than enough space, okay? But what I don't want you guys to end up doing is having to erase. So say you pick one of these and put it under the Federalist side, then you realize, no, it should be over here. I don't want you to have to erase it. So here's the steps I want you to do. The first thing I want you to do, okay, is to read the statement. We're led by Alexander Hamilton in New York. We're led by Alexander Hamilton in New York. So you go back to your text, okay, which we did on Friday, has our notes, okay, and we search through to find out which side was led by Alexander Hamilton. If I'm browsing through, oh, I run into here. It says led by Alexander Hamilton. So I look at that sentence. I go back to the top of that sentence. It says the Federalists led by Alexander Hamilton. Oh, so I know Alexander Hamilton led the Federalists. So on my page, on my chart, next to that bullet point, I'm going to write an F for Federalists. Okay? Once you go through and you label all of these, let's try the second one as well. Feared that state governments would be destroyed. Feared that state governments would be destroyed. Well, we go back to our text, okay? And if we look through, oh, I see that phrase. Here it is. Feared that state governments would be destroyed. Oh, I wonder who they were talking about. It says they feared that state governments would be destroyed. I don't know who they is, so I'll go back one more sentence. Those who felt the Constitution gave the central government too much power were called Anti-Federalists. They feared, oh, it's still talking about the Anti-Federalists. So the group that feared state governments would be destroyed is the Anti-Federalists. So I'm going to put an A next to that bullet point because that goes in the Anti-Federalist side. So go through and label all of these, either an F if it's something that describes the Federalists, or an A if it's something that describes the Anti-Federalists. Then call the substitute over, or Miss Noeson, whoever's in here, and have them check that you have them correct. Okay, they'll help you correct any that are incorrect. Then once you have the whole thing labeled with either F's or A's, you can go through and write in your bullet points. And I want you to actually write the entire thing. I know it's a lot of writing, but you need to do it, okay? So here's exactly how you do it. This first one goes in the Federalist. So you make your bullet point. We're led by Alexander Hamilton, and I don't stop there, I write the whole thing, in New York. So I have the whole bullet point written. After you're done writing that bullet point, you draw a line, so you know that that's separate. Underneath, the next thing that you have an F, you'll make your bullet point, write it, draw the line, bullet point, draw the line, bullet point, draw a line, so on and so forth till they're all written. Okay, this second one would be under our Anti-Federalists because we have it labeled as an A. This is something that describes the Anti-Federalists. We again make our bullet point. Feared that state governments, no words should be spelled wrong since you're just copying from the answer bank. Feared that state governments would be destroyed. Would be destroyed. Okay, I have my bullet point, draw my line. Doesn't matter if it doesn't match up completely with the other side, okay? So you do your bullet point, write your answer, draw a line. Bullet point, I want it done exactly like this. I don't want missing bullet points. I don't want missing lines separating statements. I want it just like this, and I want to see that each of these bullet points is labeled. either F if it's something about the Federalists, and A if it's something about the Anti-Federalists. Okay? Hope you guys do well. I'll see you tomorrow.